So yeah, and due to this external factors, so children are more susceptible to this poor postural habits, I would say. And definitely, when it comes to children, for adults, it obviously we all should be we all should think in the same way. But when I talk about children, I think we all should behave and act a more responsible, like twice more responsible towards the children because they are our future generation. So yes, so as I said, we need to start inculcating children from the very beginning because see, good posture and ergonomics, they both goes hand in hand. So now when I talk about good posture, so in this picture, if you can see, this is the in the first picture, this child is holding this electronic gadget and is just slouching forward and doing his job. बट लेट मी टेल यू माइट सी कि ओके बच्चा ऐसे पोजीशन में बैठा है, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, बट देन दिस इज व्हेन दिस पोजीशन इज अ प्रोलॉन्ग पोस्चर. सो व्हेन आई से पोस्चर, एक बच्चे का पोस्चर जब मैं बोलती हूँ, इट मीन्स द पोजीशन, लाइक बी इट इन लाइंग, इन स्टैंडिंग, इन सिटिंग, एंड कितने देरी तक वो पोस्चर सेम वे से मेंटेन कर रहा है, लाइक हाउ लॉन्ग द पोस्चर इज, पोजीशन इज लाइक दैट. Now, this faulty posture leads to faulty, internal systems. I don't know, many of you won't believe that this posture where the child is sitting in slouched position, here the child is not only like neck pain or back pain. अगर मैं किसी को पूछी, if I ask now showing this picture कि tell me like बच्चा ऐसा बैठा है first picture पे, तो क्या क्या हो रहा है बच्चे को, इनफैक्ट everyone will tell neck pain, back pain. But let me tell you, apart from neck and back pain also, the child is going to have GI issues. Yes, GI issues, because when the child is forward and slouched, the child is compressing on the internal organs. The GI tract is being compressed, and as a result, the child might suffer from GI issues, stomach upset, any gastrointestinal issues, apart from the normal neck pain and back pain. And the list will go on. If I tell, if I show you a particular picture, and I can just talk this on for hours on this picture, because the child will end up having headache, the child will end up having nausea, vomiting, apart from the other common pains. So, yes, I would suggest that all the parents who are here today with us, that please start imparting good ergonomics, and like start talking to your child about posture. About there is no ideal posture, but yes, definitely good and bad posture. So that's I think something very alarming. We need to start to talk to our children about their themselves, about their body, about their posture. That's how we can inculcate good ergonomic and good postural habits into a child.
Very well said, Dr. Pal.
Yes.
No set posture. There's no kind of ideal posture. Is how truly well said. Dr. Shivani, could you help us go further with this?
Yes, sir. So, if we talk about ideal posture, there is nothing like an ideal posture which exists. Because for me, what is right might not be right for the other person because of our height, because our daily activities, or because how our build is naturally. Because the natural curvature which are there of our spine needs to be respected, and that is important. And if I tell you to sit straight, that's the ideal posture ideally. But how long will you be able to sit in this posture? After 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, you are slowly going to slouch down. So I would suggest that it's better try to go in a comfortable position, but making sure you're respecting all your curvatures. That is important. Not only sitting straight, maintaining all the neutral posture, that is not important. You don't need to follow the criteria of angle at the elbow at 90 degrees, hip at 90 and 110 degrees, neutral or 20 degree of wrist extension. Because you can't keep measuring all these small things. So go into a comfortable position, but making sure that you're not straining or overstretching your muscles.
Dr. Shivani, I'm coming back to what Dr. Pal had just mentioned, that she mentioned the word headache, which, when a child has a headache or especially a migraine, many a times it so happens that, the child goes to the doctor. I mean, the child is taken to the doctor, and I find this question missing, from the doctors about the sitting posture or the postures, because since you mentioned that posture affects the brain region. Yes, it does. But when we use the word headache or we use the word migraine, there is a connectivity. So how should a parent identify or bring to the notice of the GP or any doctor they would take their child to?
Okay, sir. That's a very great question, actually. As Payal mentioned, that posture don't only affect your neck pain or back pain, but also causes migraine or headache. So the headache which is caused because of the neck pain is known as cervicogenic headache. And 22% of the headache which happens usually is actually cervicogenic headache. But people saying no migraine hai. So headache में जो होता है, if I talk about cervicogenic headache, it starts with the neck. It will start going up, and you might feel little dizzy and vomiting sensation. Whereas migraine, it will be usually the one side of the head, and the strain will be little bit on the eyes, but it won't be associated with neck pain. Whereas in cervicogenic headache, it starts at the neck and it goes up to the head.
Well, viewers,
so usually just by correcting the neck or little posture, the pain goes away, but migraine pain will stay.
Okay. So, my dear friends, this is a very interesting statement, what Dr. Payal narrated. I mean, she brought it up and Dr. Shivani completed it. Next time your child has a headache, or if you feel it's growing up to a migraine, definitely look at the posture as well, and also bring it to the notice of your family health practitioner.